said he might get involved, as he put it, in the Justice Department. Let's talk about the politics of all this. Jeff Mason is the White House correspondent from Reuters. Man, there have been a lot of busy days around there, but this one's up on the ladder.
Never a dull over here, Shep. Never a dull.
What is the thinking on the politics of a sit-down and how they've changed the public face? There's clearly a new political strategy, whether there is legal or not, I don't know.
Yeah, well, and politics is obviously playing a big role here. The questions, of course, include whether or not to do that sit-down and what to say. And one of the things I heard you talking about earlier was whether or not the president would consider using the Fifth Amendment not to answer questions. You know, imagine the political blowback to that if that was the decision that he made. I can just hear blowback from Democrats, and I can also hear what the president would have said if Hillary Clinton had done the same thing when she was interviewed by the FBI in 2016. That said, the legal advice that he gets from his lawyers, of course, will be the most important thing, and he's got Rudy Giuliani now and another new person coming in to give him that advice.
There appears to be a concerted effort to put people, tell me if you disagree with this, because this is just an observation, to put a bunch of people on television having seen those questions and to say into the television, like this channel, don't do it, Mr. President. Don't do it. Don't go up there. Don't do it. We know you want to. Don't do it. Can't do it.
Well, it's an interesting point, and we all know that the president does watch some television, and he's got a lot of surrogates, as we call them, or friends out there who speak for him and speak on behalf.
And they all say, "Don't do it."
His advisors, exactly, and if they start saying that, you never know if that will have an impact.
But then you wonder what the politics might be, and who knows if this would happen. It's certainly possible. How politically it might play if he were then given a subpoena and then had to go in and make a decision. And then Mueller would have to decide whether to immunize him. There's a lot of politics in the middle of that, and you wonder how many people would still be with the president arm in arm in that sort of a circumstance.
Sure, and you have to assume that those are the types of calculations that President Trump and his advisors are taking into account as well. I mean, we know the president's position on this entire investigation. He's made that crystal clear that he thinks this is a witch